Good morning. We will go ahead and get started. Commissioner Mon is on his way, stuck in traffic, so I will get the meeting started. Roll call is, I'm obviously here for myself. Commissioner Davidson is here, and Jessica, thank you, is sitting for Commissioner Mon. Notice of this meeting was properly posted on April 9th, 2024. Our prayer will be led by Reverend Steve Evans. Reverend Evans, if you would come up to the microphone and I will introduce you. Pastor Steve serves in the village at Our Lord's Lutheran Church on Hefner Road. After almost 30 years in sales, marketing, and administration in corporate America, he finally heeded his calling into ministry. He has been a pastor for 9 years and has served 3 churches. At Our Lord's, our Senior Moments ministry serves to create community among seniors. Currently, there are about 100 seniors in the church each week through singing, sewing, painting, and seminars. Pastor Steve would like to thank everyone for his opportunity to pray for our community and the work that is being done for Oklahoma County. Thank you, Pastor Steve. And if everyone could stand, and Pastor Steve will lead our opening prayer.
Let us pray. Oh God, we come before you with gratitude. Thank you for all the ways you bless, watch over, and walk with us. Let us be thankful for each person here today, especially for those who serve this city and its people in any way. With great power comes great responsibility. May we have a servant's heart in all we do. Oh God, we are yours, created in your image to live in community for the common good. May your spirit blow through this meeting and lead us, each of us, to what is your good for all. Help us to trust in where you are leading us. We pray for wisdom, for strength, for courage to do what is right and good for all the people of our fine city. May we put the interest of others above our own. May we act with love for the common good. May we be good neighbors, recognizing your image in every person here and in our city. Lead us in your ways and help us to follow. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Steve. And now for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Pastor Steve. You can take over. You're going to hear me enough today.
Okay, is there a motion to, you can change the gears here? I'm sorry. Okay, my apologies, everybody. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of April 1st?
I'll move our minutes.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No change to the blanket? Is there a motion for the blanket?
No changes. Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opening of the bids.
Morning, Commissioners. We have one bid opening today for P24930-13 for Fleximat. This is an exciting new material that we're bidding out for a recent project. And the 3 bids we have today is from Industrial Fabrics, Inc. Triangular Silk Dyke Company, Inc. And Tazza Supplies, Inc. And that concludes your opening.
I'll move that they be tabulated and returned to us.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion?
If you haven't seen that product, you probably want to take a look at it. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Motion to approve the claims.
Move our claims.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any individual aye. Any individual consideration on the consent docket? If not,
I'll move our consent docket.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
District 1.
Okay, I have a few folks here today. Item 15 is for the annual Oklahoma City Festival of the Arts. And I know that we have Angela Cosby, Pat Lewis, Seth Lewis, Will Hutchison, and Jody McAnally. Would you all like to come up and present the annual poster? If you all watching can't tell, we do this presentation every year, and we very proudly display the poster each year. So this is always very exciting for us.
We saw those. Go ahead,
Yes.
Sam.
Good morning. We're excited to be back this year at Bicentennial Park in the City Hall lawn with our new 4-day format. Still expecting over 500,000 people and a great economic impact for our city. With me, I have our co-chairs, Pat Lewis and Jody McAnally, today as well.
Good morning, commissioners. We are here to proudly present the 58th Festival of the Arts feature poster, and we're going to present that to you guys. We want to invite you to opening ceremony to stand with us on the stage here in a couple of weeks, hopefully in weather that is not like this morning. And this year's festival, we have 144 artists from all over the country, 80 brand new ones. And we think that's kind of the fact that we cut it down from 6 days to 4 days. Feel like artists are more receptive to that. We're going to have 39 food vendors. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have a taste from all over the world, Asia, Africa, and of course, Italy, and of course, America, New Orleans. So come out, enjoy the festival. It's going to be a great time, and join us on stage for the opening ceremony.
And opening ceremonies are Thursday,
April 25th,
25th. Okay.
11 a.m.
And you'll
Okay.
receive your invitation via email this week.
Nice.
And we'll also give you a food voucher for free lunch. So you
Cool.
definitely want to come and be on the stage. So one important announcement is Saturday night on the stage, we'll have for the first time ever collaborations between Oklahoma State Philharmonic and Oklahoma State Ballet, doing some modern takes and some classics. So it's a really special partnership between the three largest arts nonprofits in Oklahoma State. We're really excited.
Well, thank you for serving as co-chairs. I know it's a volunteer position with a lot of work, and we really appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Would you like a picture? Okay.
Okay, is there a motion to receive their presentation?
Move to receive.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye. And then item 16 is something we have done in the past. April, if you all are not aware, is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And I know we have representatives here from several different organizations. Let me make sure I have them all. We have folks from CASA of Oklahoma County, the Care Center, Latino Community Development Agency, Sunbeam Family Services, Circle of Care, Anna's House Foundation, DHS, OU Health, Bethany Children's, and the Family Tree. Who would like to come up and say a few words about Child Abuse Prevention Month? Kim. Good morning.
I'm Kim Van Beber, and I'm the director at CASA of Oklahoma County. And on behalf of CASA and the other partner agencies here, we want to thank you all so much for this resolution and joining us in recognizing April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Unfortunately, child abuse is prevalent right here in our county, and there are a lot of kiddos who are relying on us to make those calls, make those referrals, and stand in the gap and really help them. They are the future of our community. And so we are just so grateful to you all. And we would encourage everyone to wear blue this month. The Care Center does Paint the Town Blue campaign. And so you can share their social media content. It really takes all of us. Child abuse is a community problem, and it requires a community response. So thank you all so much.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you know the phone number off the top of your head? Or maybe does anyone know the phone number of how you report suspected child abuse?
I do. So we are all mandated reporters, and you don't have to know that child abuse is taking place. You just have to suspect it. And so the referral hotline is 1-800-522-3511.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have a resolution that I will read very quickly. Are you all wanting a photo? Okay. I'm sad that I didn't wear blue today. So, a resolution recognizing April as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Whereas in the fiscal year 2023, there were 1,463 confirmed cases of child abuse or neglect in Oklahoma County, involving the removal of 486 children. Whereas in 2023, there were 1,596 total children in foster care in our county. And whereas Oklahoma is ranked number 1 in people with more than 2 adverse childhood experiences. And whereas child abuse and neglect is a serious problem affecting every segment of our community, and finding solutions requires input and action from everyone. And whereas our children will shape the future of Oklahoma County. And whereas child abuse can have long-term physiological, psychological, emotional, and physical effects that have lasting consequences for the victims of abuse. Whereas research also shows that parents and caregivers who have social networks and know how to seek help in times of trouble are more resilient and better able to provide safe environments and nurturing experiences for children. And whereas child abuse prevention activities succeed because of the partnerships created between child welfare professionals, families, education, community, faith-based organizations, businesses, healthcare providers, and government agencies. And whereas communities must make every effort to promote programs and activities that create strong and thriving children and families. And whereas we acknowledge that we must work together as a community to increase awareness about child abuse by promoting the social and emotional well-being of children and families in a safe, stable, and nurturing environment. And whereas prevention remains the best defense for our children and families. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County proclaims April 2024 as National Child Abuse Prevention Month in Oklahoma County and urges all residents to recognize this month by dedicating themselves to the task of improving the quality of life for all children and families.
Going to move that resolution.
I will move approval.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And we will take a quick photo. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Are you not wanting to serve on CED anymore?
No, I don't have time.
Oh,
Can we do 18
planning
first?
a wedding or something? Is that the excuse?
Something like that.
That's fine. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Is it okay if we do 18 first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have one more resolution. This next week actually is Telecommunicators for National Public Safety. I'm sorry, National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, which recognizes our 911 operators and our sheriff's deputies who help respond to those calls. So I think we have, and correct me if I'm wrong, under Sheriff Anderson, we have Jill Stover, Crystal Ford, Sarah Polston, Logan Larson, Randy Beck, Juliana Morgan, Alyssa Graddick, and Chastity Freeman. Are all those folks here? Could you all stand if you're one of our 911 operators? And I have a resolution that I'll read in a moment, but I just wanted to publicly recognize you all and thank you. You all are truly our very first responders. You're the first folks to answer that phone call to get people help, and we wanted to show you that we really appreciate you all. Okay, I will read this resolution. Whereas in 1991, a congressional resolution named the second full week of April every year as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And whereas the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office currently has 17 911 service operators who work tirelessly to ensure the safety and well-being of the citizens of Oklahoma County. And whereas emergencies can occur at any time or any place and require the assistance of law enforcement, fire service, or EMTs. And whereas 911 is the hotline for help for people during an emergency, and the dispatcher's voice is the first assurance that help is on the way. And whereas 911 professionals regularly meet the challenges of extremely stressful situations with calmness and efficiency. And whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of law enforcement, firefighters, and paramedics is critical to the preservation of life and property. And whereas the safety of these emergency responders is heavily dependent upon the quality and accuracy of information passed from the person in need to the emergency services personnel in the field. And whereas public safety dispatchers are the calm voice in the chaos and the heart of public safety, providing assistance before any other emergency services arrive on scene. And whereas public safety dispatchers provide real-time communications to our emergency responders, coordinate additional resources, and document critical information. And whereas public safety dispatchers contribute substantially to the apprehension of criminals, suppression of fires, and treatment of injuries or illnesses daily. And whereas telecommunicators deserve recognition and appreciation for their commitment to public safety and their professionalism in handling high-stress situations with composure and compassion. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Oklahoma County declares the week of April 14th through the 20th, 2024 to be National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, and express our deep appreciation to every telecommunicator in Oklahoma County and beyond for their unwavering dedication and service to public safety. I will move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, ladies. Do you all want a picture? Okay.
Okay, now you want to go back to 17?
Okay, we will go back to 17. I think I've served as the board's representative on CED 5 for, I think, 4 years, maybe a little more. And I think it's due to some other commitments. I think it's time I roll off. I know Commissioner Davidson attends the meetings sometimes, so I think you would be a great fit if you are willing.
As long as I'm not treasurer.
Okay. I did serve as treasurer for the last 2 years. We did just hire a new CED manager, and she has been very helpful and very, very organized and on top of her stuff. So I feel that it's okay for me to step down. So
Okay, is that your motion?
I will move that we appoint Commissioner Miles Davidson to serve as our CED 5 representative.
Is that effective immediately?
Effective immediately, and I can serve as your alternate. That's okay.
Great, I'll never go.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
19.
Item 19 is our long-awaited contract between the board and the Public Defender's Office to receive some of the funds from the, I always get the name of the actual program wrong. County Public Safety Investment Fund. Is that what it's called? It's the 781 money. And I appreciate the PD's office and Joe and Cody who worked very hard to get this MOU in place. And I believe this is the last step in the process before we can actually get the money to our treatment courts. There is no contract, there's no MOU attached, but the MOU was emailed to all three of us and I believe the clerk's office. And so you have a copy of that. Do I need to move to receive? Okay, I will move to receive the copy of the MOU that we submitted earlier.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And if there's no questions about the MOU, I will move approval.
But just real quick, we got the public defender's office is represented. Are we good with the contract? Yes. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Bridget.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Yay.
All right, thank you for all your work on that. This is the $500 for the facilities rental agreement between Lightning Lance for the county free fair. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 This is about doing our regarding action for a financial municipal advisor. Do y'all have a preference?
So there's 4 options listed here.
Do we have any of the ones here that are, okay, I didn't think so.
Are there any recommendations from policy and government? Did we send it down that way?
It was my understanding that BOCC was the treasurer and Jared Jacobson's recommendation.
I think that's my preference as well.
And as an alternate, there was also praise for Hilltop. And I believe that Zach from BOCC actually worked on the PBA bonds. Is that right, Joe? We had a good experience.
Yeah, he's great.
So makes no difference to me. Okay.
Okay. I'll move that we select BOCC Financial Services.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And I have a series of these mutual cooperative agreements. I'll take them as a group if that's okay. 22 is with Western Heights. 23, Oklahoma City Community College. 24, Hara Public Schools. 25, Bethany. 26, War Acres. 27, Valley Brook. 28, Nichols Hills. 29, Woodlawn Park. 30, Bethany. 31, Hara. 32, Choctaw. 33, oh, that's a not. So go through 32.
And these are
No.
all for next fiscal year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is to approve them, to send them over to those respective boards and councils to get approved. If there's no objection, I'll move all of them.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
32 is our annual cookout that we do to honor the first responders and shine volunteers. 33, excuse me. Is there a motion?
So moved.
A sec.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
County clerk. Chantel.
Items 34 through 37, I believe, are just for receipt of the bonds and their routine in nature.
Motion to approve.
Do we need to specify it's 34 through 37?
Yes. Motion to
Okay.
approve items 34 through 36.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Engineering.
38, the DA would like us to go to the heel of the docket so they can talk in executive session first.
Okay.
And then 39 is a ARPA contract with Anderson and House for your jail loading dock at the existing facility. Repairs to it within, for $149,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Dane.
Good morning. This is just an amendment to our Safe Titan contract. We use them for our security awareness, and what this does is this creates a platform for HR and health and safety to have kind of their own training that they can build.
I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Eric.
Morning. The item in front of you today is a piece of property that was heard by the Planning Commission for rezoning to a PUD back in the March Planning Commission meeting. This particular piece of property is located off of 206th and Portland. It's about a quarter mile south, maybe a little bit more of 206 on the east side of Portland. If you're familiar with the area, it's adjacent to the Oklahoma City water treatment plant that is across the street to the west. The applicant is proposing to rezone this particular piece of property. It's about 5 acres in size to a PUD that would allow all of our commercial uses. And they also want to add a few additional uses that are industrial in nature. So that would be moderate industrial and heavy industrial. They also have a provision in the PUD to allow the continuation of some outdoor storage from the north. The property owner that owns this also owns the property to the north. They have a personal storage facility as well as some outdoor storage as far as boats, RVs, those type of things. So they possibly want to continue that to the south for the north half of this particular piece of property. The PUD itself, the base zoning category would be commercial general. That comes into play when we're talking about signage, landscaping. So the base zoning category that will guide this PUD as development shows up on the property will be CG. The Planning Commission approved this item. It was a vote 5-0 for approval. There are similar uses in the area. Actually, there's a particular piece of property in the south that was rezoned by the Planning Commission, the Board of County Commissioners. It's a similar PUD, very similar uses. There's some industrial to the north. Obviously, you have the water treatment plant to the west, and then to the east, there is some residential that has not been developed as of yet. So that comes into play when they develop the property when it comes to screening landscaping, signage, that sort of thing. If you have any questions of me, I'd be more than happy to answer those. The applicant is here if you have any questions of them as well.
I know all about it. I applaud the efforts of adding commercial property into that area, so motion to approve.
Second?
You have anything to say, the applicant?
You go right ahead.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You patiently wait to get here. I'd hate to deny you a chance. Thank you for coming. You were making an appointment?
Yes. My previous appointee, Rhonda Walzer, had to step down from the Board of Adjustment after several years of service, and I would like to appoint Miss Jennifer Arsenault. Let me pull up her bio. She is a real estate broker with 25 years of experience, and she owns and is the managing broker of Flotilla Real Estate Partners. And she is excited to serve. So I will move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You doing these, Jessica, or?
Just close out something. 43 and 44.
Yeah, this is a closeout for the ARPA funding project at 10117 for the sheriff camera system.
44 is the city care, and 40. And does that also include for 45 for the reallocation? No, this is just the two closeouts. So is there a motion for 43 and 44?
I'll move approval on both of those.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then item 45 is the reallocation of funds for juvenile. Hannah.
Good morning. This is just a reallocation. We had a previous award for COVID testing. We were able to fund that through our grant, and thankfully, knock on podium, we have not had a major COVID outbreak that would require us to utilize those funds. And our other ARPA project, which was to purchase transport vehicles, with the price of vehicles these days, we were only able to purchase 2 out of the 3. So we requested to reallocate our COVID testing funds so that we could purchase our third approved vehicle.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
District 3.
Yeah, this is regarding the allocations of funds to Deer Creek Volunteer Fire Department, District 3. This $50,000 is actually to provide emergency medical services that left a gap when IMSA was not approved for their contract with the city of Edmonds. So this will carry us through the FY, and then we will spend some more money from ARPA funds for the next FY to make sure everybody up there has IMSA service or medical service. Motion to approve.
And this was just money left over from your allocation from last year. Okay. Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
47, they just are not able to get the project together, so I'll need to cancel the New Day Recovery subrecipient agreement. I'll move to do so.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner comments, District 1,
No comments.
3.
No, thank you.
Any new business?
Hey, just real quick. Prayers for Judge Stinson and her family.
Yeah.
If you know what's going on there, they've headed out to get some good news.
Yep.
So.
Is there a motion to recess into executive session?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ready?
Motion
there
to
a motion?
return from executive session.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to reopen item. Well, we didn't really
We
take
just
any,
put
so
it
I'd
to
like
the
to
heel of the
address item 38 if you would. And
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
You're not wanting.
Second.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And a no? Is there a no?
No.
Okay. All right. Any citizens who wish to speak? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
We don't need to take action on our executive session items. I don't think we do.
You,
Yeah, there's
I don't,
no action needed on either.
I mean, 51, we just did it, didn't we? With the other item?
Yeah.
No action on item
Yeah.
50, so. Okay, is there,
So moved. Motion to adjourn.
Second?
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
PBA.
Are you in?
No, let's just wait. Yes. We weren't sitting here for a bill.
Okay.
Okay, I'll call the PBA together. All three trustees are present. It's properly posted on April 9th. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of March 27th?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve the claims?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Monroe.
Good morning. The warrant clearing event has changed locations. It's to be held at the Latino Community Development Center, and we've been asked to provide tables and chairs and help set up for that event. These tables and chairs are items for the public belonging to the PBA, and they're kept out at Lincoln. So,
And your guys are able to help Friday morning?
well,
Okay.
the day before the event.
Okay, good.
And also, if there's any confusion as to where this event is taking place, people have become accustomed to going to the Lincoln property. We'll try and post someone out there to help with any people who are lost.
Okay. I'll move approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You Mike
Thank-
could ask Shine to help you deliver those if you don't have your staff available.
That'd be great.
PBA report of fees for March.
I'll move to receive 4 and 5.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 6, you want to take a stab at it, or you want me to?
Well, it's the first I'm seeing this, and apparently it's for bike rack installations at the Lincoln property.
Yeah, my understanding on this is that they will not remove the liability issue. Is that correct on this contract?
That's what they told us.
Yeah, so that's a non-starter for me.
Okay.
I mean,
This did not come before me, so.
Did you
can't.
put this on?
Oh, they emailed the chair's office and asked us to consider it. I think the issue is whether or not they're just going to do it anyway because it's on the easement. And
They sent 3 letters requesting permission in order to add bike racks right in front of the Lincoln building. They sent one to ACOG, one to, there was 3 different that
Okay.
addressed. And I asked them if there was a hold harmless or anything that we could sign in order to limit liability, and they said that that is not something that they have or offer. They are not the electric bikes. I thought maybe they were the ones
Right.
people purchase. They're just bike racks.
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't think I have an issue with that.
Well, they're bike racks with the bicycles on them. They're those blue spokies, right?
They're not Spokies. They're just the bike racks.
But they're if I rent a Spokey bike somewhere else, I can leave it at this rack.
I'm sure.
Okay.
That would be a possibility. But
Okay.
they are just bike racks that anybody could,
I can also use it for a regular bike.
regular bike.
Okay.
On the easement near Lincoln Boulevard?
Correct. On there it says they're to be located on the easement.
I understand it. They're going to try to stick it next to the bus stop.
And then who's responsible if any damage is done to it? Is that lined out in the contract? Because that's the liability issue.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's the same issue as we had with the state fair.
Mm.
You know, where it's they're not gonna. It's that same provision where they're not gonna withdraw it. And the DA is in the past. I'm not trying to speak for her. I don't know if she's still here, but that was a no-go for us, which is why we just rented the space.
There's
We
no
did.
contract. It's just a letter saying that we that we don't oppose having bike racks. It's a partnership with COPTA, with Embark, that they're providing, with partnership with Spokies that are installing them throughout the city. It's just the bike rack on the easement, but there was no contract, no hold harmless, no other information that is available or was provided.
I mean, technically, if it's on the easement, it's a city easement. Is there really nothing we can do to stop them from putting it there?
Signing that letter saying that we're,
Yeah.
It's a county.
we just wouldn't sign the
property,
letter
though.
allowing them to.
I think that issue's getting ready to come
Okay.
up.
Okay.
That
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll make the motion that we reject the offer.
Second.
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Jessica.
New parking space, item 7, and is it a separate agenda item for the same thing on 8? Okay.
So I'll make the motion to approve items 7 and 8.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 9 came as a suggestion to have a rendering of the exterior of the ICB placed on the building itself, showing anybody that happens to drive by that within the decade will have repairs made to the building.
I'll move approval.
Is this an additional cost, or are they doing this at no cost?
I think the architects will provide this at no cost. If they don't, I wouldn't have any problem supporting this and putting this up, because the exterior, there will be bond funds used, and I think it's a good way to hide the defects that we have in the building now.
Does it meet the city ordinance sign requirements
I'm
for
not,
temporary signage?
I'm not there yet. I'm not sure.
Because they just, a big announcement that they're pursuing, chasing violations about that for fee collections. I don't want to pay the city for.
Well, I don't know
I
that
understand.
they could charge us on county
Right, it's our
property.
building.
It's sounds like an age-old question again.
We'll start with the
You're having
architects
too
doing the
much fun
design
with
work.
this.
I am having way too much
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
10.
Item 10 is change order number 1 with Small and Associates to include design of the interior stairwell necessary by code for the ICB building, and also the HVAC design work to make sure we have what we need long-term over there.
Was this the 2-pipe or 4-pipe system?
We're going to take what we've got, and that's what I'm waiting on answers from Small and Associates and Chuck Dar. We have 4-inch supply lines that serve that building now. I want to know whether or not that capacity is sufficient to do what we're asking. We'll not make any payments until we get those answers, but this is the start.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
11 is funding that change order.
Second, motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 12 is to appropriate into the Public Building Authority Reserve $365,697.97.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Item 13 is appropriating funds into the newest PBA property, 7401 Northeast 23rd, in the amount of $30,000.
You want to tell us what this is for a little bit?
I'm sorry?
What's it
What's
for?
somebody going to be used for?
M&O.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any citizens to speak before the PBA? New business? Board comments? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.